Hey y'all, welcome to Tootie Tells It. I'm Tootie, and this is where I tell a little bit of everything on my little corner of the internet. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. All right. Hey guys. Welcome to my first video about keto. So, backstory, little bit. Went to the doctor, loads of health issues. She said, I want you to do keto. So, I told her, so I tried keto once for like 2 days. And she said, well, you've got to do it for longer than 2 days. And the reason, not that it was hard, the reason that I decided that I could not sustain keto was because I have a food allergy. So I am allergic. I got bit by a tick, just like every damn body in the South has, and it gave me a food allergy. I'm allergic to all mammal meat. So no beef, no pork, no deer, no, if it's got hooves and it has a live baby, I can't eat it. So that takes away a lot of fat. Keto, is low carb, high fat, and I knew that I could not get the fat content from red meat. Her response to that was, well, you don't need all that fat. This was very boosting to my self-esteem here. She said, your body has an endless supply of fat to pull from to create energy. And as much as that hurt, is 100% true. So she gave me the instructions, gave me lots of resources, a lot of the different YouTube videos I watch and people that I follow, I'll put in the comments because they're awesome and I've learned so much from them. But this is going to be my top 11. It was 10 and then I made it 11. My top 11 tips for beginners for starting keto. Number 1, research and plan ahead. Research, find other keto accounts, go to Pinterest, do all the things. Read up as to why keto is effective. Don't just say, oh, well, everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. Make your own conclusions. Do your own research. Make your own conclusions. Plan ahead. My favorite quote is from Rachel Hollis. And she says, hope is not a strategy. And that is 100% true. You have to plan ahead. That's one thing I've worked on so much more this year, not just for myself, but also for my entire family. I meal plan at the beginning of the week. I know what we're going to have every single night. And it is amazing how much stress that takes away from all of us. Just knowing that as soon as we get home and come in the door, I know what I'm putting on the stove and they know what they're having for dinner. Number 2, grocery shop alone. Y'all, do not take your gaggle of kids to the grocery store to go shopping for keto because this is going to be such a shock to you if you are not already familiar with how much sugar and carbs are in everything. Everything. It is outrageous. And so you're going to walk through every single one of those aisles. Everything you select to put in your basket to be on your keto diet, you need to read the label. I don't care what the front says. I don't care what they're claiming it is. Read the label. And this is going to take you a whole lot of time. And trust me, a husband that don't want to be in the grocery store, like mine, or a basket full of kids, you're not going to take the time that you need. You're not going to really read every label. Make sure that what you're getting has a super low net carb count, and you're not going to read the ingredients, because even if it has a super low net carb count, it may be full of crap. So you need to read the ingredients list. Go alone. Don't be taking everybody with you. Unless it's somebody that's doing keto too, and it's like your keto partner. Then y'all can do it together. Number 3, adjust your grocery budget. So keto is not expensive. It can be done for very, very little money, for normal grocery budget amounts. But for me, at the very beginning, it was so vital, I think, to me sticking to it, to see that I could actually have all these things. And then I think after you've done it for a little while, you realize what you like, what makes you feel full and satiated, and what you're going to spend your money on. So just adjust it as need be. You're probably going to spend a little bit more money in the beginning, because you're going to see what all can be eaten, and then you just buy it all, kind of. And then you kind of, process of elimination, you see what you like, what you don't like, what works for you. And then you can adjust it back down a little bit. Number 4, shop local if you can. Since I live out in a rural area, everybody's got farm animals. I get my eggs, since we don't have chickens yet, I get my eggs from one of my girlfriends down the street. She's got like 50 eggs. 50 eggs. She got 50 chickens. I got a cat problem. She got a chicken problem. She got 50 chickens, and I get 18 counts. I just hold on to my cartons, and I get my eggs from her. So they got better stuff in them. They're less processed. I mean, they're grass-fed. I guess grass-fed is cows. They're free range. They're free range. They're just eating bugs and shit. Like, the yolks are so much more yellow and dense. It's just better food. My cousin is a cattle farmer, and he sells steers on the hoof. So you don't ever have to see the cow. You don't have to get attached to it, because that's why I cannot do it. He'll take it to the processor, everything. You can even go in with someone and split it. And so this is locally grown, well taken care of meat. You know, you can do the same thing with chicken. Just shop local. If you can find a farmer, support your farmers. Number 5. It's kind of 5 and 6. They go together. Measure and track. Okay? You may think that this much is half a cup of almonds or pecans, when really that much, or a fourth a cup, that much is a fourth of a cup of pecans. That is going to sneak a whole lot of extra stuff into your diet, and you've got to measure. Get a food scale. That I just throw some chicken fish on there. Make sure I'm within, 4 to 6 ounces, however much I'm trying to get. And that way I don't get carried away. Tracking. I use Carb Manager. You can use all kinds of tracking apps, but Carb Manager is for people who actually...
Watch this.
Oh, watch this. What are we watching? Oh my goodness.
When I do this, the pods try and get me.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And they actually can't reach me.
Okay, all right. Okay. Carb Manager. I use Carb Manager to track. You can track with all kinds of apps, but a lot of them make you pay for it. So, in order to track macros. And that's what we're really after. We're trying to track those We're trying to track your carbs. Now, a lot of people that do keto may disagree with this. I mean, yes, you need to look at the fat you're taking in. Yes, you need to look at your calories. But the number one thing is to track your carbs. Carb manager. I dig it. All right, 7. The keto flu and electrolytes. I did not actually experience the keto flu. And I think it's because I already felt like shit. So when you feel I guess I felt terrible already. So there wasn't no feeling worse. But I also pushed the Powerade and Gatorade Zeros. They're my favorite. I love them. They're so good. They do have a little bit of carbs. They have a little bit of sugar in there. Added sugar. So you do have to count that. But overall, it made me feel so much better. Number 8, listen to your body. You are going to be blown away. Will you stop? You're going to be blown away at how fast you get full and how little you are hungry. Right?
Why?
So I began doing intermittent fasting about a week. Honestly, just like a week into this, I started doing intermittent fasting because I already felt so full only a week in, and I was able to go to a Mexican restaurant with my family and not eat anything I wasn't supposed to. I was so shocked. And that honestly is what has made me just realize that this is really sustainable for me long term. All right, number 9. The importance of water. Chug that water. Chug it. I drink 96 ounces a day, if not more. But just, it helps everything so much. Helps everything. Logan. It helps everything feel so much better. Oh, and it really moves the scale. So chug your water. Tell everybody that you're doing this because it will help you. Logan, will you be quiet? Be quiet, okay? You gotta be quiet. Promise? Oh. Tell everybody. It'll help you stay on track. It'll help with accountability. It will help with people who, like, for example, we eat at my in-laws every Sunday night. So, you know, they know that I'm doing this, and they typically make me something separate that I can eat, like just a chicken breast or something like that. And if they're not going to, they let me know so I can bring my own. All right, and number 11, I told you there was 10, but I added 11. Show yourself some grace. Man, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. You're trying your best to get healthy, to do the thing. Just show yourself some grace. Well, that is my top 11 tips for beginners for keto. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Remember to push subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And y'all be nice. You say bye?
Bye.